Welcome to the Beer Channel. John Starodowski here again, and today I found my thrills on Blueberry Hill, Samuel Adams Blueberry Hill Lager. That is, this is a beer that just came out in the Samuel Adams Beers of Summer 12 pack. As with most of these 12 packs, they usually hit the store shelves a little bit before the season that they're intended for arrives, but that's fine. Here in Georgia, we're having some very nice weather, and so I've decided today to do a little a beer review in Brew Guru's Beer Garden out in my front yard. I've got my little picnic table and built a brick patio here. I got my grill, and it's a little worn and still works well, though. We cooked out with it this weekend, and my little beer cooler, and we've got a nice setup. So drink a lot of beer out here, and the nice weather really was made for sitting out and enjoying an evening with a beer like this, Samuel Adams Blueberry Hill Lager. So I haven't tried this beer yet. I've heard good things about it. I don't know how good it's going to be, but from what I've heard, my expectations are high for the beer. So blueberry beers, of course, are for me, it's one of my really one of my favorite beer styles. A lot of beer geeks take a look at fruit beers and they don't like them. They look askance at them. They're too sweet, or they're too I don't know, whatever. They're too something, and people don't tend to like them. It seems to be common to look down on them, and I don't agree with that. I mean, fruit is a seasoning in a beer, just like hops can be. And yeah, you can make a lousy beer with fruit, but you can make a lousy beer without fruit too. So as long as it's well done, the beer to me is not overly sweet, and the fruit accents the whole beer drinking experience, then I think it's a good beer, and I think blueberry ales work better than many other fruits do. Not to say you can't make good beers with other fruit, but blueberry just seems to go very nicely with crisp, biscuity malt and some tart wheat too. I think. Um, I think back of blueberry beers that I've had in the past. Most of them are ales. Sweetwater here in Georgia makes a very nice Sweetwater Blue. That's a blueberry ale. It's not my favorite. It's a very good one, but it's not my favorite. I think some of the best ones are from Maine, from Bar Harbor. Has an excellent blueberry ale. Sea Dog has a good one. Um, Probably, I recall one from California, Slow Blueberry Ale, San Luis Obispo Brewing Company. Excuse me. And then, of course, to think of my favorite blueberry ales. So Shipyard does Smash Blueberry, which is that's a really nice, almost like a double blueberry ale. I think that's based on a Scotch ale, if memory serves, with blueberry. And but going back to the originals for me, I think really the trend-setting blueberry ales were the Bunker Hill Blueberry Ale that you can get at Boston Beer Works across from Fenway Park. They also have it at Salem Beer Works too, and Coddington Brew Pub, again, another exceptional blueberry ale. They're just so good, and they usually, well, the Coddington is actually the brewer there started at Boston Beer Works, and he brought some of the recipes with him, so it's no surprise that they did so nicely, or at least the brewer there when I lived in Rhode Island in the 90s. He came from Boston Beer Works, but they have a really neat trick because they'll put actual blueberries in the beer, and it goes the blueberries rise with the carbonation. It's really cool. It adds to the experience. And they add a little bit of flavor too. So, but the base beer is good. The blueberry gimmick wouldn't really matter, without a good beer to base it on. I do have some blueberry bushes in the back of my yard, and later this spring when I get some berries, I think that's pretty interesting. I think I'll do a video review of the blueberry beer, and we'll put some fresh homegrown blueberries in it. But that being said, maybe it's something you want to do too. If you don't have blueberry bushes, you can always buy them in the store, but it does add to the effect. I'm not going to do it today. This beer, which is actually a lager. It does say Blueberry Hill Lager, so it's a little different from the others. It's 5.5% alcohol by volume. Sam Adams describes it as a blueberry, actually a lager aged on blueberries, and they use a citrusy Tetname variety to add a little bit different dimension to the beer. So let's crack it. I've got my trusty old Sam Adams Best Beer in America glass. I don't even think today Jim Koch would argue that Sam Adams is still the best beer in America because there are so many good beers, but Sam Adams still is a very, very good beer. We brew a lot of good beers. All right, so kind of a big, prodigious head formation there. Tightly packed bubbles, it looks like. Got some good foam and good carbonation. Lots of tiny bubbles rising from the bottom of the glass to the top. Amber orange, actually maybe a yellow-orange color to the beer. Definitely fresh blueberry nose. That's what you get more than anything else in this beer is the fresh blueberries. Let's see if we can show you the bottle. The beer. It's good. Very, very creamy. It's got a very creamy palate to it. Again, some of that soft biscuity malt. Not a lot of difference because being a lager, usually the esters are clean, but esters are fruity, and when you're a blueberry beer, you're going to have fruit character to your beer. The blueberry definitely comes through, and it works very well with the creamy character of the malt here. I get a little hop spiciness in the finish, and that helps keep the beer from being too sweet. I think. I think that's working well here. Not really getting all that much citrus. Maybe just a little orangey zest type flavor in the finish, along with the hops. But it's really the sweet blueberry, but not overly sweet, fruity blueberry flavor that makes this beer stand out. It's definitely a beer for this type of weather. It's really beautiful. It's not too warm, but it is pleasant out. It's not cold at all, not cool for April. Nice weather, and couldn't ask for a better night to enjoy a beer like this. So I would recommend it. I think the 12-pack comes with you get the Summer Ale, the Boston Lager, the Porch Rocker, which is the Radler, if I'm not mistaken. The Blueberry Hill. There's a little white rye, which I'm going to try tonight too, and looking forward to that. Summer Ale. Not sure if I said the Summer Ale. So you get a couple bottles of each, and it's $14. I think today that's a good value. Sam Adams beers are all solid, enjoyable beers, and you can I think one of the nice things about them is that at that price, a lot of the specialty beers are going up and up and up, but I like to grab a 12-pack of Sam Adams or local beer, Sweetwater for 14 or whatever, and when you can get good beer at that price, that means that you can spend that extra money you save and buy a bottle of Rogue Voodoo Donut or something of that nature and pay a little extra. So, in any event, again, I hope you try the beer because it's good. You should try it. And when you do, drop me an email, brewguru@brewguru.com. Let me know what you think, and go to my website, www.brewguru.com.